Which of the following is wrong? Work done in a reversible isothermal expansion is always more than in a irreversible isothermal expansion. So this is a true statement. True statement. Delta G and delta S total are always zero at equilibrium. This also is a true statement. The net enthalpy of the product is always lesser than that of the reactants in an exothermic reaction. This also is true. Product will have a lesser energy because according to law of conservation of energy, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So the heat that is going out is from that of the reactant. So product will have a lower enthalpy than the reactant in an exothermic reaction. Heat capacity is an extensive property. Heat capacity is the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of a substance through 1 degree Celsius. When the amount of the substance changes, the heat required also will change. So heat capacity is an extensive property. This statement is also true. And this is the false statement. Delta G0 is equal to 0 is a false statement. The true statement is delta G equal to 0 on true. Delta G0 alla. So this is the wrong statement in the given question. Which of the following set of units represent the smallest and largest amount of energy respectively? So you should know regarding the relationship between the various energies. We have 4.184 joule is equal to 1 calorie. So calorie is a bigger unit than joules. Next equation that you are studying is 101.3 joules equal to 1 liter ATM. These two, liter ATM is the higher unit or bigger unit when compared to joules. Then another unit that you are having is the erg. 1 erg is equal to 10 power minus 7 joules. So among this joule is the bigger unit. Then erg. Electron volt. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So electron volt is the smallest unit and the liter ATM is the biggest unit representing the energy. Choice E is the correct answer. This is the smallest amount and this is the largest amount representing the energy. The enthalpy of vaporization of a substance is 840 joules per mole and its boiling point is minus 173 degree Celsius. Delta S vaporization is, so delta S is equal to delta H by temperature. So delta H is given as 840 joules and the boiling point is minus 173. We have to convert it into Kelvin, this much of Kelvin. So the answer is D, 8.4 joules. Given that Zn plus half O2 gives Zno plus 84 kilocalories and Hg plus half O2 gives HgO plus 21.7 kilocalories. Heat of reaction Zn plus HgO gives Hg plus Zno in calories is. Now, the equation given here are not actually thermochemical equations. In thermochemical equations, this type of writing should not be there. So actually, you have to write this equation or remember at least in the mind this equation in the thermochemical form. So thermochemical form is Zn plus half O2 gives Zno, then delta H is equal to minus 84 kilocalories and plus means it is exothermic. When you are converting it into delta H value, delta H will be minus 84. The second equation is Hg plus half O2 gives HGO. Delta H should be equal to minus 21.7, and this is the equation that is required for calculation. So zinc comes in the first equation. So this equation you did not make any changes. You can take it as such. Zinc plus half O2 gives Zn4. Delta H is equal to minus 84. Secondly, you require HGO. HGO come here as the product. So you have to reverse the equation. So when you are reversing, this will get HGO gives Hg plus half O2. Delta H becomes plus 21.7. So when you are adding this, you will get half O2 and half O2 will get cancelled. Zinc plus HGO gives Hg plus ZnO. Delta H is equal to minus 63.3. So E is the right answer. Law of thermodynamics that provide the basis for the determination of absolute entropy of a substance is. It is the third law of thermodynamics, according to which the entropy of all perfectly crystalline solids becomes equal to 0. So third law says entropy of perfect crystal is equal to 0 at absolute 0. Then third law statement. So third law gives a method for determining the absolute entropy. Remember the other laws also. Zeroth law gives, or it is the basis of formation or working of a thermometer. Thermometer is based on the zeroth law. First law gives the law of conservation of energy. Use the law of conservation of energy. Second law deals with definition of entropy. Deals with the definition of entropy. Here's law, you know, it is the summation of enthalpies. So the choice here is the third law of thermodynamics, which gives a method for determining the absolute entropy of a substance.